I'm sure you all know about the Montgomery bus boycott, the boycott that made an icon of Rosa Parks who refused to give up her seat on the segregated bus, the historic boycott that made a young, very young pastor from Dexter Baptist Church, the undisputed leader of the civil rights movement. I'm talking about 26-year-old Dr. Martin Luther King at the time, 26 at the time, very young. It was very successful. Now, why was it so successful? It's 381 days long. It was successful. It was from December of 1955 until December of 1956. Of course, it was fought on many fronts. The white supremacists resisted it tooth and nail. You know, Dr. King's house was bombed, people were beat up, you know, jobs were lost, lives were threatened. In spite of that, it was successful. Like I said, it was fought on many fronts in the courts as well as on the street. Key word here, boycott. The reason, there were two major factors, I would say, that made the Montgomery bus boycott so successful. One was dedication to collective purpose, unity. Two, it affected the economy of the white supremacists. That's very important. That's something we need to understand. See, white supremacy only understands two things. It's blood and money. We as black people, we cannot afford the expenditure of blood. Blood is a big expense. We spilled enough blood. We can't afford that anymore. I know there's some of us like to take up arms about the things that are happening now and what have you, but that's not the thing to do. Like I said, blood is a big expense. We spilled enough blood. We have to affect their pocketbooks. We have to affect the economy. You know, we have to do something different because, you know, these police killings are not stopping. The police brutality continues on because they're getting away with it. Collective purpose, the unity. W.E.B. Du Bois asked, what would America be without its black people? Well, let's take a day and find out. One day, and find out. See, we've been marching, protesting, pray, march, protest. That's the order. Pray, march, protest. Pray, march, protest. You know, every time we have one of these police killings, one of these race soldiers murder an unarmed, innocent black person, and like I said in my previous videos, now they're making house calls, y'all. They're not satisfied to catch you on the street or, you know, on a traffic stop or in the park or whatever, and come over your house and kill you now. Practicing the same tactics of march, pray, protest, pray, march, protest is obviously not working. We've been doing this for years now and it's not working. Like I said, you know, try something different. I have been talking about this for a minute now. One day. Take one day to find out what America will do without its black people. One day when we don't spend any money, where we don't participate in the economy or even the American society. One day, and we can change the face of this whole thing. We can change this thing. We can start in one day. Take one day where we all stay home. Collective purpose is a major ingredient here. Unity. So this one day action needs to include everybody from the drug dealer to the judge, from the star athlete to the hip hop artist. One day for Eric Garner, one day for Botham Jean, one day for Atiana Jefferson, one day for Tamir Rice, one day. Take one day out of your life for our people, for those that we've lost. One day. If we can get 1 million people to come, 1 million black men to come to Washington, D.C. for justice or else, we never found out what else was, then we can take one day. And let me tell you something. It will affect the economy, and it will scare the hell out of white America. Because anything that affects the white supremacist pocketbook, they don't like that. They like that less than they like spilling blood. Don't mess with the money. Well, let's mess with the money for at least one day. Where my warriors at? Don't just watch this video and celebrate it. Spread it around. One day. And later talks about this. I'm going to pick today and ask all black people in America to join us for one day. I'm Patrice Gibbs. Join me on the Open Eye, Saturdays at 11 on WHGE 95.3 FM. The Open Eye, more than radio.